Okay then, Helldivers, what's going on? Welcome back. We have got loads to go through today, as we're going to give you guys a bit of an update on the major order and the movement towards planets, as well as Twinbeard making a statement of how the Game Master movement is going to work, and the community have been at large on Discord talking about the current clan system concept and what it could bring to the table, as well as some really weird things happening inside of the game. So we're going to show you guys everything we've got today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. And check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your video games cheaper for PC and consoles. The best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, all running up to 70% off. You can pre-order games and get brand new titles on there for loads cheaper than the retail price. It's a no-brainer. Link in the description. Get your games cheaper today. So let's see what it is that's going on the war table currently. So as we get into the war table, we can see right here we've got 2 days remaining before we have to have this major order completed, and the planet at hand is Clarel right here, stuck in the middle. Now we have a weird movement right now where there is 3,700 people on Classer and we have 18,000 people on Imber. As it works at the moment, based on the comment sections primarily of the last video, the decay rate of Classer is not working at a good narrative, basically meaning that the 4,000 people here are pretty much wasting their time at the minute. We need to be making our way over to Imber and getting the close off, which is going to give us a security blanket for Yalavar, and then we can obviously make our way over to Clarel and move from there. Let's hope that we can manage to get this done in the next 2 days. At the moment, Imber is sitting at 75% liberation rate with 18,000 players on it, although 34,000 players are playing currently, with a decent amount being over on the Gen Z sector of 6,500, which is a confusing movement nonetheless. We are looking at a decent narrative for the pieces over here, so the fact that there's so many over here, not really too sure on it, to be completely honest, but yeah, that's where we stand with that one. We don't need to worry too much about touring. It's definitely got a security blanket with everything liberated around it, and at least a 2-planet scale before anything can get to it. So as far as I'm concerned, these people over here probably need to make their way over to Imber, as well as the people that are on Classer. We can get this closed off really quickly and give that security blanket, make our way to Clarel, and finish that in 2 days. These major orders right now are really important because obviously it does supply the movement for the DSS construction site, which hopefully we can manage to get done, and that will mean that we have the DSS moved in nicely. But while we talk about the DSS, somebody put up a post up on Reddit with regards to what it could actually mean and whether they like what the narrative is at the moment. As it stands, we know that we have platoons being the main narrative for the DSS, or at least that's what the in-game files would suggest, and it's automatically seemed to be sort of like a clan system. Well, somebody put up a Reddit post that stated that they don't want it to be a clan system, and this received 6,200 upvotes. So we're going to see what it is he said right here. I was thinking about the space station under construction, and I realized I really don't want it to be a clan system where people make their own clans with their own names and such. No, not that I don't want any way for the community to make a bond or anything, just hear me out. Instead, I want a Legion system. You don't make a clan with a clan name, you join a Legion Star Wars style. We could have the 51st Legion assaulting planet name, the 109th is reinforcing the 85th Airborne on another planet, the 404th becomes renowned for the brutal efficiency on the bot front, with the 710th becoming the PR platoon on the bug front, etc. You could join a specific legion, follow them across the galaxy, or you could jump between legions. Bonus points if legions set their own colors, again like Star Wars, so you can see what legion someone is from at a glance. Maybe even add a little livery to the super destroyers when you join a legion. It's a clan system by another name, but it would be so cool to me that instead of Ally Super Destroyer joining mission, you'd hear 77th joining the fight or something like that. bonus idea, since some folks mentioned leaderboards on the sub before, perhaps there could be a few leaderboards in the DSS of if you're in the top percentage of a leaderboard, you are added to a special legion. The legion get special access to special operations, missions against democracy's newest foes, beta test server access. This could be a really interesting feature, and I think that is something that we need to take into consideration. We don't know exactly what it is that Arrowhead is going to be doing, as they are making it look like they are moving into big territory soon with a second game master coming into the rankings, which for me, in my eyes, could only mean one thing. Joel has dealt with the last 7 months or so with being the only game master for the automatons and for the Terminids. To bring in a second game master would only mean to me that a new race is going to be hitting the ranks, because they need that extra support for the war table. So it would be quite cool to see the clan features or legion features take place the way that he's explained, but I want to know what your guys' ideas are down in the comment section below, because right now the game is really funny. It's in a really weird narrative, and some weird things seem to be happening, one of which is this right here, where somebody discovered a new bot tactic last night. Any counter tips? I guess it's my own fault for playing on Super Helldive, and this Hulk was really quick. This was your Ninja Hulk coming into play. No, don't worry, it's not a real thing, but the clip itself was absolutely hilarious. It's absolutely nothing personal, I'm sure. On top of that, we do have something that you guys need to take into consideration, maybe a little bit more than what we already have been, but the bunkers, the dual person bunkers, where it takes 2 people to open them, could actually be worth your time more than you think, especially with the war bonds being the price that they are, people not wanting to spend the money. This right here is a main bunker that's been opened, and look how glorious this is. It's absolutely beautiful, and some people are picking these up with around 100 super credits in toll. So if you get really lucky, that's a lot of super credits that you could be obtaining. Let's make sure that we open those bunkers from here on out. And to quickly debunk something, I think this is very important. This right here states something fired at our Pelican, and it definitely wasn't a spiky plant. Now, the clip that you're seeing right now, people are kind of trying to make out as if it's the Illuminate. It definitely isn't the Illuminate. It's not working on that narrative, or at least we don't seem to think that it is. It is quite funny to see people jumping on this one, but it is a Scorcher. This is a Scorcher for somebody who was left behind and is spamming the button, so on and so forth, but it's not the Illuminate. The new sound that is attached to the Scorcher actually plays through this narrative when the blue lights go past, so it's kind of one of those, completely debunked. But one Helldiver that seems to be having a bit of a rough time and has received quite a lot of support on the Helldivers Reddit is this guy right here. He broke his neck, but he's still fighting for democracy. This guy managed to roll his car over at 55 miles per hour in a freak accident. Doesn't really remember what caused it, but he's coming back from leaving due to Hurricane Helen. It's one of those really weird ones. It's a really weird narrative, but nonetheless, this guy is fighting for life in both aspects as far as democracy and actual toll in life, and he's got a GoFundMe going on, so if you guys want to go and support him, he's already got a load of support over there, but this guy is not doing too great, and we need to support our fellow Helldivers. But with that being said, it's time to dive into your top comments. So we have got a lot to go through here, mainly because a lot of this is resolved around the main major order. A lot of people are working on a narrative that we need to be paying attention to, maybe myself included. It states right here, of the moment of writing my comment, the decay rate on Imber is at 2% per hour and Classo is 2.5% per hour. At the moment, we have a positive delta of 1.9 per hour. It is better to go through Imber. We need to work smarter, not harder. And this is absolutely the case. And this seems to be something which is really difficult to kind of gain the narrative of unless you really dive on into it. We are assigning certain people to our Discord to be able to help with that movement of where it is you should be going and how you should be running it, so make sure you stay tuned to that. The link is in the description. And this next comment right here states, I've been enjoying playing against bots a lot more now that I can use more than 2 different weapons to hurt them. I normally run the brown Viper Commando suit with the brown beret and target finder, but the fire suit helps so much against the fire tornadoes. The bots right now are a lot more enjoyable, and there is a lot more damage that you can do with a lot more stratagems and a lot more weapons. So make sure you go and enjoy it. Don't just leave yourself on the bugs and cap your content experience. Go and see what the bots are like. You never know, you may be pleasantly surprised. Unfortunately, though, that's all we've got time for today. Thank you so much again for watching, guys. If you haven't already, like, subscribe. Appreciate you all. And as always, I'll see you in the clouds.